Jesus said something. Jesus said, a prophet is not honored in his own hometown. But people use that phrase for their own benefit. You see, I've learned something about honor. Honor is not an act of praise. Honor is not an act of worship. But it is very much an appreciation moment of a lifetime. Honor is to appreciate someone. You appreciate them. When Jesus spoke that word, the people was not appreciating what God was doing. He was not speaking of himself. Jesus was never speaking of himself. But people use that in the term of he was speaking of a prophet. Jesus was not calling himself a prophet. Because if Jesus would have used that term directly of him, then it would have meant that he's referring to himself as a prophet. But Jesus was not referring to himself as a prophet because the people was not appreciative towards what God was doing. So the fact that they was not appreciative, so Jesus mentioned it. But people use that term for their own benefit. They make it personal when they enter into a place. Jesus said to the disciples, when you enter into a town, if the people don't receive you, he says, shake the dust of your feet. Jesus was clearly talking about hospitality. When you go to someone's house, the way they welcome you, their hospitality show you that they honor your presence, not praise the person. But people speak of honor as an act of praise. They want to be talked about. That's praise. They want people to lift them up. That's praise. For the scripture says, those who exalt themselves, he will bring down. And those who humble themselves, he the Lord will exalt, not anyone else. He the Lord will exalt. So when you exalt yourself, that's an act of praise. You want people to praise you. But honor, the scripture said that give honor to those honor is due. We appreciate the person for their hard work. Appreciate the person for what they are doing. That's a whole different ballgame here. But people want to praise people. When they are in position of power, they want to be addressed a certain way. Jesus did not care how the people approach him, because it was never about title for Jesus.